So now I gotta meet Sebastian, but I know what's gonna happen when I do that. So I'm going to order around a little.
Potato! Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Did I seriously just? Okay. Seems to be a lot of.
Revelio.
Not enough reflection on the past, in my opinion. The world learns from its mistakes.
I don't know about settles, but there hasn't been a dragon in history worth losing a hair over.
Godric Gryffindor was the greatest duelist in history.
You might as well watch if you insist on interfering. Simple levitation. I could probably do this wandless if I wanted to. Here, watch this. Revelio.
All right. Oh, I was right here.
Revelio.
Let's go find some loot. The back entrance.
Revelio.
Alright, let's go meet Sebastian and kill this troll.
Hogsmeade, here I come. I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Are we weakening him at all? Luma, keep at it. We'll wear him down eventually. Luma. Luma. What was that? A taste of his own medicine. Nicely done. Luma, Rodrigo. Rebellion. Accio. Rodrigo. That's right, you lumbering louts. These vulturists. A few more hits to do the job.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard! Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Oh, hello there. A moment, if you would.
I'll go and see what he wants.
Reparo. Good as new. Accio. Repairer. Lucky they didn't do more damage. One less thing for us to worry about. Repairer. Accio. Repairer. Accio.
Where's the seventh thing that I need to repair? The roof, I think. Ah, there it is.
Repairer. Revelio. Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin, but I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The Three Broomsticks is just this way.
I sell even Revelio battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop.
I thought there was one here.
Revelio.
Hello there. Come on in and have a look around. No touching if you have sticky fingers.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
What the?
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go. Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the Three Broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come to the office. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle. I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
Revelio. I sent an anonymous howler to Duncan Hobhouse last year because he kept leaving his dirty clothes all over the door.
Okay, so there's the house chest.
What his face.
heard that Isaac Cooper receives several owls a week from secret admirers.
Why would anyone bother sending secret love letters? If you want to win me over, just treat me with Bharatio to eat root.
My mother was shocked the first time I sent her an owl from Hogwarts. She'd never seen anything like it. She's a muggle, so of course that makes sense. What? Don't make that face.
I need to catch up on my letter writing. I think my owl's getting cobweb.
Send me a love letter. Doubt that will ever happen.
Make regular. You can't stop them.
Can't decide if it's like Professor
There it
Weasley
is.
or Professor Heckadmore. No.
Revelio.
I wish they'd let Ronan teach the entire curriculum. Charms is the only class I can stay away from.
Revelio.
How do I tickle the pear? I forgot.
Levioso.
Let's go see Professor Fig.
Revelio.
Wait a minute. Ah, here's another one. So 0, 1, 2, 6. So the owl looking thing. Okay. And 6, so 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, crab looking dude.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Alright.
Where do the professors sleep?
Revelio.
Where's that? Oh, it's in here somewhere. Here you go. Find it later.
Revelio.
No, I want it now.
Revelio.
Hello. Ooh.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me, and he would have had Serona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But, sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
If you don't mind, subscribe and tell me what other games you want me to play. Wait a minute. I want to check his office out.
Revelio.
Where's that stupid Demi guys? Oh. Open. Oh no.
Revelio. I don't think I'm ready for this just yet. Revelio. Revelio.
Nothing to be learned at Hogwarts that one cannot learn out in the world.
Revelio.
Where's my side quest?
Revelio. Revelio. Accio.
Okay, whatever. Let's see. Where do I want to go? Here, let's do it this way. Everyone. There's only two, but hello.
Might some kind soul help me?
Yeah, I'll help you find your...
Are you alright?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
That's kind of you. I suppose there are a few decent souls here. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
I haven't much interest in a game that sprays you with odours.
Only if you lose, which I never do. Or at least, not often. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Sounds as if you caused the smelly situation and they responded accordingly.
I didn't make the rules. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented fifth year to help me.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Revelio.
Oop, wrong way.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio.
The bird. Ah, there it is.
Accio. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about. Revelio.
Here's another one. Where's the door? Oh, there it is. Oh, I already opened it. Okay.
Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Accio. Revelio.
Plus 0, 1, 2 is 17, so 5, 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crap thingy. Okay, apparently I can't add. Let's try it again. $15 plus 2 is 17. 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a little wizard looking thing. Damn. So 9 plus, where's the 3 headed do? 9 plus 0, 1, 2, 3 is 12. So 7, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whatever the hell that is.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio.
That's right. It's in here. I sworn there was a gobstone in here.
Here.
Okay, I'm backwards.
Here. Here.
What's going on?
Revelio.
I take my time playing it just because it gives me something to do.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
What are you wanting?
Revelio.
Okay, how's that work? Ah, damn. Okay, I'll come back for it later.
Revelio.
Alright, enough of this.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Did I already get this one? Yeah, I already got this one.
Revelio.
I believe we have some matters to discuss.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Whatever, I ain't worried about that. Let's see. What did I get? New inventory. Ah, wrong button. Where's my map?
Revelio. Revelio. Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio.
That was something.
Leviosa.
Next time, perhaps. Keep trying.
Accio.
That's it.
Leviosa.
Good one.
Leviosa. Accio.
Excellent ball. So that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
Fringo. Leviosa. Accio. Lumos. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Dingo. Leviosa. My way. Reparo. Lumos. Fringo. Lumos. Leviosa. Leviosa. Lumos. Accio. Fringo. You're better than that. Leviosa. Accio. Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Here. Let me in.
What's a duel? Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Assignment's all finished.
Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. What to do, what to do.
Revelio.
You could have gone a bit easier on me.
Whoever played that note needs to reconsider their proposition.
Ah, where am I going? Hold on.
particular attention to the strings in this next piece.
Oh, not again.
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I...
Alright. I hate this map sometimes. Goodness. Hello.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found success in your...
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hackett.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
Ah.
Good.
Let's see. Where's he at? There he is.
Incendio! Levioso! Incendio!
You're getting it.
Fire!
And do try not to insult yourself.
Incendio.
I got it. Now I gotta go back to Professor Fig.
Revelio.
Oh, her door's still locked. Okay.
Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Okay, let's go find Sebastian. I think tomorrow I'm going to work on collecting all the field guide pages.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about? Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock?
And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books, so do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later. Revelio.
All right, let's do this.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The disillusionment charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Yay! Now I can go open those chests with the eyeballs. Where's it at? Let's see where I want to put it.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
You should have known better than to cross my path.
librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves? Goodness gracious, what a mess!
Accio.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
The key. Here it is.
Goodness gracious, what a mess!
That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you.
hear something.
Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think we'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
Revelio! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
That's how you open those chests. They all have 500 coins in them. And there's a lot of them.
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little friend, out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Reparo!
Incendio! Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it! Revelio!
So now let's go in here. Dump something. What do I dump?
Revelio. Where might this lead? Reparo.
No, it's
Accio. Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there. Levioso. I wonder if I can hit the rune with a spell.
huh. Oh, here we go. Okay. Couldn't have been that easy.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Accio. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Revelio.
Ah!
Accio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Levioso. Revelio.
Here. Protego!
Okay. Ah!
This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Oh man, more of them?
Accio. Levioso. Protego. Lumos. Here. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Accio. Levioso.
Here.
Damn.
Accio. Protego.
Damn.
Accio. Protego. Accio. Incendio. Protego. Lumos. Levioso. Incendio, protect Lumos.
It is a book after all.
Remember, if you haven't and you don't mind, if you would, please subscribe. And also let me know what other games you like me to play. I'm gonna finish this first, but gotta have something to play afterwards.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad, especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a fifth year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a fifth year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognised you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham, can see them too, but we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Revelio.
Oh, I can't do it yet.
Revelio.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood? Makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Let's finish the gobstone. 3 more.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Alright. Well, I think I'm going to call it a night, and we'll pick up tomorrow.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Wow. Yep, we'll pick this up tomorrow. All right, well, Thanks for joining me. Hope you'll subscribe, and we'll play some more tomorrow night.